How do we hit six figures in wholesaling month after month? I will tell you it's not luck, it's systems of process and proper training with the guys. In this video, we're gonna show you guys how we use our hustle packets to keep the entire office consistent on training, rehab, and how you guys can do this month after month, even as a solo person.
Turn up the hustle, baby.
Turn up the hustle. Turn up the hustle.
He's an actual mentor, but these other guys that are so-called mentors are not. You know, they're just all about the fluff.
1, 2, 3!
I think you can just tell that they're very honest. It's very obvious that they're very giving people and that they truly care.
I've seen, him actually close deals. You have people that, I've done this and that. No, he's actually done it. He's got a reputation.
1, 2, 3! So from now on, every time we come to a house, we would always have this with us, right? Ideally, acquisitions. The goal for our monthly trainings is to go to different houses every single month and all of us to be in the same rehab budget within plus or minus $5,000. So with this hustle packet, everyone should be looking at the same thing at all times, right? We're all gonna look on this checklist. It's gonna have items like the roof, the landscaping, the exterior, the foundation, flooring, kitchen, appliances, interior paint, exterior paint, bedrooms, baths, fixtures, electrical, plumbing, and on top of that, it's gonna go down each item specifically, and we're gonna annotate if it's good, fair, or poor. If we're all looking at the same house the same way, we should all be in sync together. Make sense? Yeah. In this packet that you always gonna have with you guys when you guys go to appointments, it's gonna have the initial visual assessment. It shows the seller when we're making down notes, it puts in the seller's mind mentally that the house needs work. Right. Let me tell you why we make the office train on the same system every single month. Now this training is the initial visual assessment. It's a breakdown of the property that I want all the guys in the office to be on the same page. When we walk the office, there's a standard operating procedure for every acquisition agent to come in, hand the seller a packet of what's next, what are we doing, take the proper photos, do a quick initial assessment on the same page, because when we walk the house together, we should all be in a rehab budget of plus or minus $5,000. Consistency is key. The problems that we came into is when we had two different acquisition agents walk the property, their rehab was $25,000 off, right? Now most wholesalers has never flipped the house before. So as a wholesale company, I need to ensure that the acquisition agents who've never flipped the house before understand the rehab. When we want to please our clients, which is our buyers, we want to ensure that we're providing the proper communication, processes, photos, accurate rehab, so when they buy a product from us, they can buy over and over again. Since the training has started, I can see the difference in the office by getting bigger wholesale numbers, right? Now we're all on the same page as rehab. I walk a property right after them and they're spot on the rehab. I flipped hundreds of houses, so I'm taking my knowledge and experience with these guys so we can sell these deals faster. So every time a acquisition agent walks the house, they're gonna do what they call an initial visual assessment. We're gonna put the appointment date, who the acquisition agent is, the address, and the seller's name. Now our goal is to get this sheet, and if I wasn't at the house, like the majority of the office isn't, or our buyers, we can look at this and get a good estimate of where we're at. Items include roof, landscaping, exterior paint, all the way down to your fixtures, electrical, and plumbing. On the right-hand side of that is the acquisition jobs to ensure we're gonna put a proper budget. For example, this house needs a new roof. We're gonna put in $5,000 in that number right there. On the right-hand side, it goes in different compartments from exterior, interior, plumbing, electrical, heating, cooling, and additional comments. I wanted to see that we're all on the same page. So when the roof comes together, is it good, fair, or poor? They're gonna check it off. So when we look at this overview, as an overview, we have a good idea. The siding, we already can tell it needs siding work. It's missing a couple of siding here and there and they're loose. So I'm gonna put it in fair condition. The foundation, there is visible cracks settling. There's some shifting in the house. So I'm actually gonna put poor on this one because it's actually a big foundation job. The windows, we're gonna circle that as double pane because all the windows are double pane and it's in good shape. You're gonna go all the way down to HVAC, ductwork, and additional comments. We're gonna put bedrooms 3, 2 baths, and put the condition of the bedrooms. So all of our packets have a pre-filled contract. The reason we have pre-filled contracts is because I wanna make sure our wholesaling department is on the same page. We're gonna use the same title company. We already put earnest money in place, so it's just $10. People freak out about that. I don't care if the house is 50 grand or $1 million, we always put $10 earnest money. Our weasel out clauses, if you will, we can terminate whenever we want. That's already typed in and filled in as part of the contract. Acquisition job is coming here and they make an offer on the house, they'll fill in the address and the sales price. The rest is already typed into it because 1, it keeps consistency, 2, it makes sure we're all on the same page, and 3, I know I'm always protected. The small touch to have a pre-filled contract makes a big difference. Everyone has a pre-filled contract in their hustle packet, they all have one in their backpack, and they all have one in their car. You never know when you're gonna go look at a house and have one filled out. Their job is just to put in the seller's name, price, and sign here. System equals fast, fast equals good. The seller info sheet is good for the title company. Now the title company is gonna have a hard time getting a hold of these sellers because 1, they're busy, and 2, our in-house TC requires it. A seller information sheet shows the seller's name, date of birth, the last four of the social, where they lived, are they married, so they can clear title fast. Our goal is to clear title within 5 to 7 days so we can get it assigned and closed quickly. The what next guide, we call it the customer journey. Remember, they're our customers. They want to sell a house. We're here to help them close this transaction or done. The customer journey tells them what happens next. One, because we don't want to do the same thing over and over. Answer the phone, answer the same exact question. If you're doing something in your business where it's always repetitive, find it to make a way to make it easier with a solution like the customer journey. It tells them how title work begins. It tells them about the inspections that we're going to have while we're in contract, aka our buyers walking the property. Final paperwork with the title company, closing the coordination with the title company, and we tell them that the house must be vacant prior to closing. You can't come back, you can't get your stuff after everything else, besides some one-offs here and there, and of course we want them to share their experience. So how it helps us, if we give this to all of the sellers, we're always gonna be on the same page. I keep saying that over and over again. If the company's on the same frequency, there shouldn't be no issues. If one agent's telling this seller one thing and another thing, the company will always be in a wavelength. Because we give this to every single seller, we're always gonna be streamlined, right? It also saves us time because we have the frequently asked questions here on when do they get paid, how does title work, what they gotta bring, what happens if there's title issues. So we're giving the exact answer every single time. If someone's new and they haven't done a wholesale deal yet, always discuss with an attorney or a good wholesaler who's been in the business or an investor. Partner with them if you can, but if you wanna take the risk and you wanna move forward, contracts are not something to play with. If you sign a contract and the seller signed a contract, that's a legal document that's binding. You can get sued if you don't perform. So make sure you have a proper contract. If you're in Texas, you're gonna Google TREC, T-R-E-C, which stands for Texas Real Estate Commission. Use that contract, but it's missing the verbiage. This is the details that you need to be something like in the Hustle Academy to fully understand and protect yourself. So as a new wholesaler who's just getting started and they don't have what we have here at Aspire Buyers, thanks to Frank, which is the customer guide, the checklist, the pre-filled contract, what is something they can start off with?
Always have a contract in place, right? You gotta have backup contracts because you never know when that opportunity is gonna strike. Everybody gets prepared for the opportunity, but they don't have the essentials, which is literally the contract, right? That's the most important thing. So keep copies in your car, keep copies in wherever your home office is, keep copies in your spouse's or partner's car because you never know when that opportunity is going to hit.
We're going to close 6 figures every month consistently because we have systems in place, processes in place, and checklists versus that one wholesaler who's kind of winging it. If you like deals like this where I show you real life scenarios, real deals, and real numbers, hit that like and subscribe button and follow for more.